Mm-hmm.
All right, we're back, guys. For some reason, the sound wasn't working right away.
Okay, okay. I said yes, we are back. So now the sound is working, and countdown's been canceled. Is Kiss Me's house on fire? Yes. And I don't know if we're still gonna be dropping frames or not,
I
but
think we're
hey,
good. It looks
dropping
good for now.
frames due to flames and all this other stuff. Man, we are going live with the second round right here. Team Paragon on the Survivor side first, defending a very small lead in this game, trailing overall in the series. Tech's gonna be at 52%. Nice skeet going out right there from Adam. And again, I gotta say it, obviously the fact that they made the map and then also they didn't take a whole lot of damage right there. Paragon doing a lot better job on Survivor so far in the away game.
Indeed. So we'll see them move their way up here through that first hit. Once again, taking very minimal damage there on that first hit. And, hats off to them. And it's weird. Now I'm not dropping any frames. Like, literally, that fire is breaking my routing to, like, so many different servers. But now this server is fine. Like, it's... I hate this fire so much.
Pennsylvania
It's still like an
you.
hour away from me, but I already hate it. But smoking a pull on a Nick here in the back. Boomer does go out on the front. Does manage to land onto Rochelle. Actually proxying and clearing the jockey off of her as well. So a little bit of misplay on the Boomer's part. But still some good damage going out. About 20-30 damage. So, still making it work here as Team France. And it's just weird seeing Team Paragon play so well on the Way server, and then Team France did the exact same on last game. I hate it so much.
I love it. I love it so
I
much.
hate
Like, it makes it so unpredictable, man.
It's
Like,
so backwards.
it is backwards, but again, this is the way Ace Mod is. I mean, because of the improvements in the servers, the balancing of the config, the way that it's working, we might see this trend continue. But again, just in terms of this match so far, I think it's going to really depend upon what happens on this tank. And it's going to be around the same spot we saw in the last game. And Verb saying that he's going to make that juke joke about as many times as it takes for him to think of another one, so that's going to be a lot. And like I said, France is... I don't know, Kiss Me. Is there a definite motivating force behind saying, okay, we're on the harder server for us now, we have higher ping, we're going to play twice as good?
I don't think that's any real factor that's in their minds. I think obviously with the gameplay, they're gonna feel it here and there. They're gonna, see the pings. It's gonna hit the back of their heads every once in a while. But I don't think it's any like pressing matter where they're like, oh crap, now we're playing with 150 plus ping, and it sucks. We're gonna lose. I don't think that's really the attitude, but I think it's more of just something that they notice every once in a while, like, oh yeah, we're playing on this ping.
Yeah, I mean, there is that. But again, to explain the ways in which this has worked in the first 2 weeks from what we've seen, like, typically people think that the goal is to just have the home server for the home team to be score as many points as possible and just completely blow the other team out. But at least through the first 6 completed chapters that we've seen from both servers, like, it's been a dogfight both ways. And if Paragon somehow is able to pull this out against Team France of all teams, that would be fantastic. We can't get ahead of ourselves here because France did a pretty good job, as I said, recovering from that tank on the last map. But right now, I still have that feeling that's anybody's game.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna put it in anyone's ball court right now. I think that both teams are still about to do the jump up and see if they can whack it. But I probably shouldn't say that.
Where is this analogy going?
What did I just say?
We're gonna see
Oh my God.
in their own ball courts, and we're gonna see if they can jump.
They're still going for the jump ball, and they're gonna jump and see if they can whack it. Oh my God. Oh wow. Okay.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is competitive Left 4 Dead 2, and we have seen Jukes, aka Migo, reconnect from Canada. I love this tournament so far.
God. It would be fine if my internet would just stop, like, or if better yet, if PA would just stop burning down, that'd be great. But yeah, so we are going live here again with the first half of the second map. Paragon once again laying Survivors France on the SI. And yeah, it looks like Ellis is currently crash getting beat on by some common. Nick just hanging out in the hut right now.
Quick kill him.
And everyone's saying just quickly kill Ellis. He's not worth it. But yeah. Get his wallet. Coach is trying to mug him. Oh my
goodness
god.
gracious. Yeah, it looks like Paragon. Oh, they got him unstuck. They pulled him out of the concrete. Fantastic. So, we'll be able to take this back live. The Witch already is pre-spawned as well. Boomer, Hunter, Spitter, and a Jockey for the next hit from Team France. Currently playing from behind, winning overall, as we did mention. And Paragon are going to have to draw this Witch and try to not take a whole lot of damage here. Let's see if they can pull that off. Coach already working his way up. Looking like he's going to go for some kind of short crown. Paragon are pretty split right now, and nobody's blocking that window above him. That's where everything comes from. Adam does get hit by the Jockey right there. Spit going in, but Paragon are holding S efficiently enough. Witch going in, and he does land the crown, almost getting hit by the Hunter, but the Hunter actually bounced off the Witch's back.
That was incredibly unfortunate there, or unfortunate for that Hunter. And yeah, Adam's going to go ahead and crown that Witch. Really nicely done. A lot of support there by his team as well. And Tank's going to be coming up at 52% way through the map here. So it should be relatively soon. Pretty much somewhere in this middle area. Actually, it's right at the drop. I lied. So yeah, they're going to go ahead and quickly make their way back out of the sugar mill, or them being Rochelle. As she was the only one who dropped. And Tank in the heads of Grin.
Grin Tank. Yeah, Grin Tank again. We mentioned last game how he's been around since probably the dawn of the entire Left 4 Dead 2 series. And at the same point in time has been a member of Team France for as long as anyone can remember at this point. And he's actually going to roll in, it looks like. He's going to commit it with a Smoker, Jockey, and a Charger. So an open field tri-cap here, working his way in immediately. Smoker looking for the separation pull, trying to land it. Grin going for the corner onto Adam. Not going to find it, however, but it looks as though Ellis did run into him. He's trying to get that next punch onto Ellis, not getting it, so there isn't going to be a lockup yet. There's the pull going out, does get cleared. Adam's going to get Jockey. Charger going for the intercept, not going to land. Tank does get a corner, however, onto Ellis. That's the last thing he has. Throwing a rock, imagine to clip Rochelle. Nice open field rock right there. Turning around, getting a punch onto Verbanski. Great job by Grin in the open field right there, but obviously not a wipe. Getting an in cap, a little bit more damage. As I said, good play by the Tank specifically, but that was nowhere near a wipe.
Yeah, that's definitely, obviously, yet again, not what they were looking for. Obviously, every team wants the damn wipe, but regardless, they got a lot of damage out onto Adam and Migo, aka Jukes, and really, that's all you could really hope for. That's a very rough tank to get a wipe with. On map 4, or map 3 I should say, on the way back, you have a much greater chance of getting and securing a wipe in that specific area. But we'll see Team Paragon push their way up through the sugar mill here. The second one that they are going through. Nice double boom happening. Jockey and Smoker both going for Coach there. Smoker does manage to land it. Jockey actually instantaneously clear off of Rochelle, though. Really fast trigger fingers there by the Flower. He's clearing that off right away. And it looks like there must be some pills up top, because they're making their way back up top here for some reason.
Yeah, there are. There's a set there, and I think they're going to be able to give that to Ellis, but Ellis is still down below. And Paragon need to... Okay, yeah, I think Coach made the right call there. Screw it, just take the pills yourself, grab the next set, and start running through the map, because they're going to have to... I really don't think they want to eat another hit in here, but they're going to have to. Charger, Smoker, Boomer, Hunter spawning up, going in right now with the common that are still not cleared. Pull going out in the front. Hunter landing for the 2-cap. Going in. There's your tri-cap. Very, very fast. And that's exactly the kind of misplay that Paragon cannot afford. They had the hit cleared perfectly from the 2-2 last time, but then because they went back and had that finagling with the pills, they ate a very quick tri-cap.
That's just, as you mentioned, that's something that just should not be happening. And the Smoker's going to go ahead and grab a despawn, I believe he did. And he's going to go ahead and make his way up to the top of the staircase very fast here. In fact, I think that Smoker died, didn't he? Or did he actually get a despawn?
I'm not entirely sure, but I know he's in the spawn queue right now. So Smoker, Boomer, Hunter, Spitter. Boomer getting another nice double boom from below. Here comes the 2-cap attempt up top. The tongue does get cleared. Hunter does manage to land with a spit on top of that to the last survivor, who is the main health bonus, aka Lucifer. But again, Kiss Me, I'm disappointed right now because that tri-cap really did a lot more damage than Paragon should have taken after taking the tank the way they did.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it dropped to probably around 200 damage. That was a beautiful tri-cap there, though, by Team France. Really well played on their part. They saw that they had the opportunity to still go when they were in that choke hole, or choke area. I don't know why I'm saying hole. But regardless, really, once again, a beautiful hit. We'll see another attack coming in here, though. Charger with a Jockey looking to come up from the ladder. Smoker going to pull from the front. Spitter spitting in the back. Jockey does land on Coach there in the front. Charger whiffing completely. That should be an easy shot down. Charger actually grabs 1 punch, 2 punch, 3 punch. What is going on with Ellis? Dropping that damage bonus. That was massive.
This is the problem, because in an area like this, another situation where Paragon shouldn't be taking damage, like, if that's what's going to come down to, unfortunately for them, because they're playing from behind, yes, their survivor play is probably twice as good on this server as it was on the home server for whatever reason, but France are doing what they need to do in terms of special infected. Obviously, no spectacular tank wipes coming out yet, but the damage they've gotten since the tank, even in little situations like that, starts to add up. Another hit coming in, as a matter of fact, Boomer going in. Imagine you get a nice boom onto Coach. There's your pull for an in-cap on to Ellis. That is going to make him black and white. Hunter going in is going to get skeeted nicely there by Adam, but again, This is going to put one survivor into black and white full bleed in the field with 2 other survivors also bleeding out. We'll see if they get any pills down below, but kiss me, this is not like what you'd expect to see after a team took the rest of the map relatively well.
Yeah, I mean, they even took the tank relatively well, too. But over the course of the past 2-3 hits, they've just taken so much damage. I mean, albeit they did take the staircase hit relatively well, but the one when they just got out of the sugar mill, that was rough. The one right there, which really had no business doing anything, that did quite a bit of damage, too.
The first game was not 3,100 to 900 in favor of Paragon.
Yeah, that was definitely not the score. The score was actually a little bit under 500 differential in favor of Team France. But nice double cap happening with the Smoker and Jockey getting a bit of separation there as well, bringing one around the edge of that shed, making the clear that much harder. Rochelle sitting her butt down inside the elevator, just waiting out that horde and the spit. And they're going to look for some pills here in the shed. Not going to find any, though. They have one last set onto Ellis, and he will actually pop it on himself, saying, screw you guys, I'm making the safe room. And, yeah, actually, it is smart for him to actually do it because he is black and white, and I'm pretty sure they want that distance right now.
They really, really do. A hit should be coming in from France right here. Jockey, Charger, Hunter, Boomer, so no Smoker. Everything's kind of walking its way in, though, in Paragon are hoarded. Boomer's going to open up with a nice double boom. There's your Jockey for the in-cap. There's the Charger for the next cap, and there's the Hunter going to try to land the tri-cap. Not landing, however, though. Madden land on one of the in-cap survivors. That is a tri-boom now, and this Charger is still pounding here. Migo is completely zoned off to the side there, and this is really, really bad for Paragon. Kiss me, if that's going to be a death on the Rochelle, it's probably going to be a death on the coach as well. Indeed it is, and this is going to be a wipe.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Jockey's going to walk his way and go ahead and hop on Ellis's back, ride him to death, and that will be yet again the wipe going out into Team Paragon. And alright, they can still salvage something from this round. If they can manage to make a wipe happen here on the Team France on this next half, then, you know, all's good. Or at least for them, because then they'll still be up by around 200-300 points from the distance. So we could see it happen once again. We've been seeing, I mean, we can't reiterate this enough. We've been seeing some really messed up games so far in this tournament, where the away teams on the other team's home servers are just beating them for whatever reason. It seems like the away servers are the home servers now.
Total and complete reversal of what we should be seeing. But again, it makes for really, really entertaining gameplay. And we saw it in Paragon's match last week as well when they played against Agents. You know, Agents were ahead for a pretty solid period of time on the American server. Then when they went back to the European server, Agents were able to pull out a little bit at the end, giving Paragon maybe a 400 or 500, not even maybe, you know, advantage in the final scores there to take the win. But so far in this, you know, it really depends on what happens on France's Survivor map right here. That tank's really hard to wipe in the open field. Grin got a really good amount of damage, I would say, from his tank. But, I mean, Paragon effectively have scored the same amount of points through the first 2 maps that France did on the other server. And the similarities are uncanny. But the thing is, France didn't wipe on the first map. That's what's really important. So it's not a very far split at all right now, even just in the adiabatic second game.
Yeah, it's definitely an incredibly close game as of right now. So we'll be going live here with the second half. Team France on the Survivor, Team Paragon on the SI. And yeah, first hit will be that Smoker, Boomer, Hunter, Spitter. So a bit of a weak 2-2, but they can make some big plays here happen if they just kind of try and dogpile one Survivor. Maybe let the Smoker set it up and then just let the Spit go down on top of it. Hunter get the repounds, and then obviously Boomer kind of just proxy him and make him stumble upon the gap animation completing. But we'll see what they can make happen here. It looks like we'll see them coming from the safe room for the most part. And yeah, looks like they're going to try and bait this out a little bit, Team France.
Indeed they are, but that is going to trigger the Hunter making noise up top, going for the DP. Here comes the damage pounce, going in, getting skeeted by Grin. And then that's going to be absolutely nothing landing besides 2 quick points of Smoker damage, now 4. Nice shutdown by France.
Indeed, they'll quickly make their way past the offices here for the Ducatel boys. And yeah, make their way into the first sugar mill that they'll have to traverse. There's obviously another 2 up ahead. And they're going to quickly make their way up ahead here. Rochelle once again showing off her hardcore parkour skills, making her way up top. And she's going to stay up there and block some of the SI spawns that would relatively have an easy time raining down upon her Survivor comrades.
I think the SI are going to wait for her to drop because they are going to know exactly what you just said. So as soon as Keenum starts to move, actually not blocking that top spawn that well, nice double boom going out. Now Keenum is stuck. They're going to get the clear right there. Jockey going in a little bit desynchronized now. Madison's to land on to Everlasting in the back, getting Party Boy by that Smoker as well. Lots of damage going out just from those scratches right there. Everlasting knocked down to 56 HP.
Beautiful play there by the SI, actually. The Smoker not only went over to break the door, but he also obviously got those scratches on the jockey and allowed the jockey, obviously with the breaking the door, to actually move the survivor further away from hit the rest of his teammates and make the clear that much harder to actually accomplish. But they are coming up on the Witch right now. We'll see if they have as easy of a time as Adam did on his half with this Witch. And it looks like Nick is going for the crown here, so we'll go ahead and try to get a spectate on him.
He's going for it, going to be setting up for it right here. Witch does get nicely crowned by Everlasting, connecting with his orange ping from the United States, playing on the European server, but for the French team. And it looks as though the Spitter is going to go despawn real quick for some reason, and the Survivor is going to be able to get the tank up, and we'll see exactly who gets it and if they can replicate the damage that Grin had on France's SI hack. Because like I said, they either need to match that damage or beat that right here. I expect the Survivors to stay in the same area, clear out the common, but with the lack of slowdown on the tank actually might be able to pull something off. We don't know. And the Smoker's actually going to spawn in the front, getting a separation pull onto Everlasting, drawing him inside. Jockey is going to try to grab him as well. Actually went for Rochelle instead, getting a little bit of damage. I thought they were going to try to grab Everlasting inside and force the Survivors to push through Spit. They did not. Tank is up for Paragon in the hands of Adam.
Indeed, it appears that I am lagging a little bit on OBS. I'm not dropping too many frames. Hopefully it does stabilize though, guys. And yet again, tank up in the hands of Adam here, 14 Paragon.
Let's see, Boomer gets a single boom. That might draw the commit from Adam. Indeed, it's going to. He's going in. It's going to be a Smoker and a Charger for the other two supports for him as he works his way inside. Down to just about 5k HP right here. Zoning off Ellis in the corner. Managing to get the initial punch onto him. Turning back around. Charger went for a really early charge right there. Tank is now going to be left mostly supportless. Throwing another rock over at the Survivors right there. Missing the rock. And Adam is going to probably have to try and keep him in here. But he's actually going to keep pushing into the Survivors. He's got absolutely nothing. And he gets shut down without even an in-cap, kiss me.
Indeed, and that's going to be very rough for Team Paragon. A lot of HP left here on Team France, up at around 877 health bonus post-tank, and that is a lot of work yet to be done. Damage bonus has not been affected as of just yet, and that damage bonus is still sitting at 55%.
Insane. Like, that's crazy. Like, I understand the reason that he committed with the boom, but then that Charger went really early. Maybe he saw something that he went for. But then for the last, like, 2,000 HP of his tank, Adam really couldn't get much of anything. The Survivor who he hit was able to get up and keep moving. And now, that's going to put France in a really, really good position, obviously, going into these last couple hits. Paragon need to make a huge play here if they want to have any chance of staying in this series. Boomer spawning up, staying alive for a really long time before finally getting popped. And I think because they stacked that hit there, Kiss Me, France might be able to push the top.
Yeah, they very well could. I mean, obviously they're going to make it up there before any of the spawns get up. There's still 10 seconds left, and it won't take them 10 seconds to actually traverse this entire thing. And yeah, they're going to go ahead and walk their way up all the way to the top and be claimed the kings of the hill, if you will.
Reloading.
And yeah, they're going to go ahead and hit the event now. Pretty much no side attack as of just yet. They are coming up right now, though. Last two spawns being a Charger Smoker, first two were a Boomer Jockey. And let's see what they can make happen here with this hit. It's quite a doozy, actually. Jockey working with the Smoker, not finding an intercept. Smoker does line pull on Alice, and they actually mow down that Charger before he can actually take Alice off the ledge here and back down the first floor.
Yeah, good focus there by France. They got the Smoker stuff that they wanted to, but against a team like France, especially on their home server, to try to set up a big play like that, you know, as I said, they need to make some kind of big play happen, but as long as France is able to pinpoint the Charger and take it down, they can nullify mostly any kind of hits like that. I'm more expecting to see Paragon try to go for like a cap in succession instead of something that takes a long time to set up, because even pull charge spits, we haven't seen hardly any of those. Obviously, thanks to the Ace mod nerf, but at the same point in time, against a team like France, they're going to be able to focus down the most important SI before it gets anywhere near to their comrades. Hit going in right now. Hunter, Jockey, and a Smoker going in. We do see a pull going out. Spit overshoots, though, and this is not looking good for Paragon.
No, not at all. This is very, very dreadful, to say the least. And yes, I do know that the stream is laggy. I mentioned that I am dropping frames, so we're going to try and keep it going, guys. Sorry for the internet yet again. Once again, of course, the week that the tournament is due to start, there's a huge forest fire in PA, and it's like wiping out literally over 7,000 acres. So it's quite a doozy.
Unfortunate, being a person who's rather familiar with Pennsylvania, but not necessarily fire, I can tell you there are a lot of things that you can set on fire in Pennsylvania, and all of them will exactly catch a blaze at the worst possible time for the L4D2 community.
Keep moving. Just head for the side.
Damn fires.
I hate it. Anyway, this is going to be an interesting hit coming in here from Paragon. It's a 2-2 in the field. Charger managing to land right there. Hunter going for the intercept, but the spit is a little short not even landing onto Ellis, and catch me, that's really unfortunate, because that's the best chance they had at landing any kind of multi-cap onto France.
Keep moving.
Indeed, we'll see them continue pushing the way through the field here. They're going to make the save from obviously. There's no way that they're going to be stopped here at any point in the rest of this map. I doubt there's even going to be a full hit up. It looks like they're going to probably have to throw in stragglers one at a time just to try and delay them and make some sort of miracle happen. But they're actually going to be getting a tri-boom. Sora's working their way to save from here, not even waiting for the SI hit, and they're going to walk away with a huge health
lead.
bonus.
Close to 700 points just on the server, bringing it to 1,300 overall. And that's so unfortunate for Paragon. Again, this is more what you'd expect to see out of a team like France on the home server. Obviously, Paragon, since they lost the game on their home server, they would have had to prevent something exactly like this happening. But that tank that we saw happen in the open field there, I think probably was the turning point, because they still had France in maybe not a wipeable position, but at least to get maybe a couple in-caps and slow them down. But France were able to keep 3 survivors with permanent health and almost all their damage bonus intact, making it into the safe room right there. And now this is where it's going to become like imperative for Paragon to death charge France, as we saw Paragon death charge with, I think, one survivor dying on the last server.
Indeed, let me hop out to you guys in chat and let you know.
Let them know that there's
Stream's
a mammoth fire that's happening. Yeah, that's really unfortunate, obviously, for Team Paragon. But again, you got to give it to France. There's a reason why they're ranked so high in this tournament. There's a reason why they're playing this well, even though it's 4:30 in the morning where they are. And I cannot speak higher right now of the way that Team France is playing the again, now they're the ones making the reversal onto the next server because of that chapter that we just saw. That kind of optimism that Paragon might have had at the start of the second map probably got dissipated just a little bit right there, because now they're playing from behind. But we still got 3 maps to go. 1,300 point differential. I've seen larger differentials made up actually in just regular games of hard rain, so I don't want to count them out, but France definitely putting on a show so far. And we're waiting on you.
I might have crashed.
Oh no.
Oh jeez.
Ready
Yeah,
up before
sure
Migo crashes again, please.
All right, no, I think we're getting back in.
Oh.
Oh, well, we're good.
Indeed, we are. So we're going to be going live right here with the third map of the second game between France and Team Paragon. Total aggregate lead right now for France is about 1,300 points, including the 700 on this server. First hit for Team Paragon is going to be that Jockey, Hunter, Boomer, and a Spitter. So another 2-2 right out of the safe room right here.
Indeed. So we'll see them work their way out here slowly but surely. And Boomer dropping out in front of Nick does get punched away, though, so nothing going to really happen there for them, unfortunately. And we'll see the rest of the Suarez continue to move their way up here slowly. And actually, no, it's not even slowly. They're really hustling the way now. Even with just that Boomer sack, they're confident enough to start taking this field here.
Oh, the witch is in the field.
Actually, yeah. Let's go find her. Is she on the pipe? Oh, that's easy then.
Oh, yeah, for us mad hackers, you can just see right through all the corn stalks, you know?
Oh, yeah, look at this stuff. I'm literally behind her. She doesn't know.
Oh, yeah, she has absolutely no clue, but it looks like Everlasting found it. Going to be drawing the witch out of the field right here. Jockey, Hunter, Charger, Spitter. We'll see if Paragon decides to hit. They don't really have a good hit for separation in the field right now. Ever going for the crown, managing to get it perfectly right there, doing almost 2,000 damage to said witch. Hunter is pre-spawn on the side right there. Jockey is bouncing around, but like I said, they don't have the smoker and they don't have the boomer, so if they don't land some kind of insane multi-cap that the survivors can't see and or M2, then not a whole lot of damage is going to come out of this.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. They weren't actually set up to actually go with that witch. If they could have kept the survivors inside of the field, that would have went very well for them probably. But Jockey, Hunter both managed to land. Charger not finding anything as you get. Spit goes down top of the survivor that was pounced. Charger completely whiffing though. And that will be the attack up and over with.
He'll be able to keep that Charger, albeit a little bit chipped, maybe enough to be leveled for the next area, but that is the death charge usually, or if they want to try to get the amount of scratches that they did in the last game. But the thing is, France is going to be ready for the scratch tactic now. Charger, I don't think it's going to be able to spam despawn either, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, he was able to, so that means he'll have relatively close to his full health on this next hit. But it's a Boomer, Spitter, Charger, Jockey, so not a very good setup for setting up for the death charge either. The way France got in the last game was with a Charger, Hunter, Boomer, Smoker. Nice quad boom going out, though. That is going to distract the survivors a little bit. Jockey going in. The Charger does just go for a round of punches again, but much less effective this time around.
Indeed. So we shall see them clear this elevator here with relative ease. And yeah, continue away through the sugar mill here, dropping down to the second story or second floor of the sugar mill. Tank now up in the hands of Migo for Team Paragon, aka Jukes.
Yeah, and he's gonna have a lot of work cut out for him right here, especially in this area. Obviously, this is the point where it comes into discussion that Paragon need wipes. They really cannot afford just to do a whole lot of damage even at this point because of the differential. But the tank taking almost no chip, getting up to a pretty good spot. Nice heat right there going out onto the Hunter by Everlasting. And the tank is, as I said, in a pretty good position now. But again, Kiss Me, this is not an area where you see a whole lot of wipes.
Indeed. It's pretty hard, yet again, as you mentioned, to actually secure it here. But we'll see what they can make happen. The thing is that it's not all that many good spots for survivors, and it really once again depends on the SI. The SI can get some pretty good spawns here if they pick highly maneuverable SI or Smoker, Jockey Hunter type things. Boomer normally isn't that effective here as long as survivors are watching corners and stuff.
Yeah, now this next hit is going to be going in for Team Paragon. Do that Jockey Hunter and Charter. Once again, nice rock landing, free rock almost actually, landing onto Rochelle. So that Hunter also is going to be able to land with the Charter Punch for a couple damage, but I'm surprised to see a free rock land there.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate for Grin there, clipping him inside the head. Nice curve rock, though, barely whiffing onto Coach.
Looks as though the tank is going to keep doing that, but the survivors are actually LSing close right here. Tank could try to jump down them, obviously, because there are no jump rocks in Ace Mod. It would have been a lot easier to do when you could actually just hop down with a rock already queued. But he's going to have to work his way in if he decides to do that just with his punches. He's going to decide to stay on top of the silo here, keep throwing these rocks around. Smoker, Charter, and Boomer coming in. Charter's going to go in there. Nice charge landing, but doesn't get immediately cleared. Boomer did save itself, and it looks as though the survivors now are going to be able to LS him almost a second pass.
Indeed. So we'll see, yeah, pretty much just playing out this tank little by little. Tank down to 5,500 HP. Boomer going out onto Rochelle here. And that will be all for that little brief hit. Another rock coming out here by the tank out onto Coach. Not going to find its mark, though. Being hit, or not even being a shot, but being met with a close encounter with the ground. I don't know what I'm trying to say there.
Close encounters of the ground kind, and we are going to see the tank go second pass soon, I'm pretty sure. France hasn't gone for a whole lot of chip, but they have managed to do 800 of it in these little exchanges that they've had. Another hit is coming in from Paragon here. Hunter going for the DP, not going to land. Rock off target. Jockey's going to take Rochelle. Nice hover by that Hunter too, and now Grin is actually going to be taken to the side over here around the corner, and the tank is there to guard, going for the in-cap on his own, but then actually backing out, and is going to get chased by Ellis. That's a misplay in my opinion. He should have gone for the full in-cap no matter what would have happened, and now he's going to lose about, I don't know, another 1,500 health just from running around there. Kiss Me, I would have gone for the cap there and then gotten out.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why he actually even decided to drop down on Rochelle. He could have dropped down on one of the other survivors that were around the corner and then taken that cap while the jockey on the other side got the other one.
Probably to make it like a rock, you know what I mean? Like quick and then get out again so he could keep playing the bleed. But again, in this situation, getting the in-cap there would have put France in a horrible spot and would have allowed Paragon to play for the wipe instead. Right now, this is not looking like a wipe. Nice rock almost landing, though. The Hunter did manage to pounce Coach right as that rock was heading towards him. Jockey landing onto him as well. Rock is going to miss, and France are going forward.
Indeed, they are. They're all out of pills here. They know that Kinham and Grin are pretty much, or Kinham's not really bleeding, but he did pop a set of pills, so that's still going to be ticking down slowly but surely here. And Grin is full bleed at this point in time. He's also damage bonus. Damage bonus is actually down to 69%. And yeah, it's literally my internet, it seems now, because I'm like lagging on the server. I know it's a France server, but it feels like I'm just lagging. Like all my commands and stuff are actually taking time.
Nice curve rock going around the corner, not going to find a target though. And the tank is on second pass right now. He still has about 3.4k HP. This is an okay set to commit with, but unfortunately for him, he needs this boomer to land, and France has done a pretty good job of mitigating that, at least to like catastrophic effect on tanks. Or they might decide to AI it here. I really don't know what they're going to choose, but I feel as though he's going to have to go in like right now. It's almost AI as he's on the ramp. You have to help him early as well. Jockey is the last one. Boomer does get the double boom, but Tank's down to 1,500 HP. Tribe as a matter of fact, going out. Tank is down to 400 HP. Getting his corner, though. Managing to get the in-cap on a Grin, but the tank is going to die as he's climbing out. If that had been a tank with maybe like 1,500 more HP, that could have been a wipe, but unfortunately, for Team Paragon, France is still going to get up out of this with 3 people with permanent HP and 1 person on 1 in-cap.
That was actually really well played by that tank, though. Or was really well played by that. No, that's exactly what I said. He actually went for Grin, who was pretty much all the damage bonus at that point in time. And he pushed out just so much damage out onto Grin that he actually dropped the damage bonus from like a 69 down to a 17. So a lot of damage coming out there from that tank. Very smartly played by him, picking who would be the best target for him to get the most out of the damage, or his punches, obviously. Hunter getting a DP out onto Rochelle wasn't a very high one, but Split goes on top of it. Smoker pulling Ellis off to the side, and that will be all they wrote for that hit. Smoker is not being killed off, though. Oh, now they're shooting it. I think that Smoker might have crashed.
That pounce spit as well onto Grin did just completely deplete all of France's damage bonus, so it's just health bonus now for France. The thing is, they still have 3 survivors with a good amount of health bonus. Toph carrying the most of it, 74 green HP, and again, this is going to keep extending their lead. Charter rocking his way in, managing to actually catch Everlasting on the side there with the spit going down too. Rumor gets a nice boom. The spit does now start doing damage to Everlasting, so that's going to help their cause a little bit. But this Hunter is going to have to try to do maybe just one last attempt at a DP, but he's going to get completely focused and is going to get defeated.
Indeed he is, and they're going to walk away and save from here with a nice hefty health bonus. And it looks like it's going to be probably around a 350, no, a 284, so not too bad at all.
Yeah, and this is now where it's starting to get a little bit out of range. 1,600 point differential here, plus the 600 from last game, so it's 2,200 points at this time. And Paragon, if they don't make the safe room with like a 400